So today we had some interesting news in the market and also with computers and technology. I, like everybody, some people out there, like myself, you're maybe a Google share holder, the Google stock. So Google was up today like 5 or 6% based on some breakthroughs that they made in quantum computing, which is great. And it's regarding the Willow uh, the the Willow, I guess, chip, I guess, and then it had basically what Willow can do. It's a quantum chip, and it can do computing within like 5 minutes. It's so much faster than just a leapfrog compared to any other quantum computing chips out there. So it goes through these quantum. It goes through the process of quantum, figuring out the tasks or computing that, and then it does that a lot error free compared to the other chips. Basically, with quantum computing, I looked at it, and it's basically quantum computing has a lot of errors involved in getting to the computation, and so with Google's Willow chip, it has less errors, and then it can complete the task within 5 minutes, or it's just a ton faster than compared to the other chips out there. So it boosted the stock around $7 for some, at like 4 or 5%. So I'm a Google shareholder myself, and yeah, it's great to see that it had a good day today. But I'm still just holding it for the long term. And then there's also Google had some news also on the Waymo expansion, and so that's their robo taxi, self-service, driving cars. I mean, their software, which I guess they're gonna try to compete with Google for the Uber. So Waymo and then Tesla are all getting to that. So I'm kind of, if you're a Uber shareholder like I am, I'm kind of concerned of that. If we want to continue, like move that into Google and Tesla instead, because I think they're just gonna blow them out of the water unless, because it looks like Uber just has some third party. They're getting into that more, but Waymo is partnering with Uber, but you know how that goes with kind of the whole story. But yeah, so far it's great news with Google. Mainly their stock. I mean, the stock is nice, but it's really just, as far as technology goes, it's a great day today for that leapfrog in technology for quantum computing. So it's, along with AI, quantum computing, I think it is gonna be the future down the road. But there's just, I guess, there's so much to work with quantum computing. There's so much involved with that. It has to be in a super cold environment for these superconductor chips. I don't know a ton about it, but so that's why I'm stumbling here. But overall, it's great news for Google, and I'm holding out to what I have. I really haven't bought that much. I bought when it was under $100 and just kind of was holding on to it and just letting that play out and just getting some of that. Google also has some interest. You can get some more Google shares off their dividends and stuff like that, which is nice. But I really haven't been heavily buying into it. I just bought some when it was under $100 and just holding it, like, or it's like a long term, probably 10 years down the road. Have a little bit, and then if it splits, that's great. But it looked like Google did it. It seems like it splits once every 10 years. So I got a long way to go. And but that's my plan. I'm just not really buying much into it. Except for my M1 Finance, I'm buying it But yeah, this was my take today on Google with their quantum computing chip breakthrough. And there was also some news, I guess, on headlining into 2025 regarding as long as Waymo, but also with YouTube, could have upside with that quantum computing. But and also Google stock, there's pressure on internet search competition. But and there's also mention in a lot of these regarding the stock jumping today, also with TikTok possibility getting banned next year. How does that play an effect with YouTube? And some of their traffic they get from TikTok, YouTube does. I don't know. It doesn't count for a ton, but it does equate into some of that. Some of their businesses, people that I guess using TikTok and then jumping off into YouTube. Maybe it's like something they did on TikTok and they have some short or some video that they reference. But yeah, the most of this news today on Google why it's jumping, it had to do with the quantum chip Willow and how that's the breakthrough that occurred there in quantum computing. And basically that quantum computing they solves a lot of the too complex tasks for classical computers, just basic computers. It solves those really tough problems that a regular computer will not be able to handle. Or even if you had a network of computers working together, it still wouldn't be able to match what quantum computing can do, because it's subatomic level and exotic techniques and cold. Yeah, there's a lot of crazy stuff that they're doing with quantum computing. And I'm also, along with Google, I'm also watching quantum computing stock. That's the one that went up from, it was a penny stock and it went up to $8. So that one's it's 806 right now. But I'm just basically watching that and just holding on to my Google shares. And yeah, as far as the Google goes. But we'll see what happens with Google. I think it's just gonna keep running up a little bit here. I mean, it's been since I bought it, it's almost doubled. And yeah, maybe if you put like 10 grand or something like that, or when I bought it, you're doing well too, and I'm just not really worried about it because Google's Google. It's always just seems like it's doubling every couple years. So it was at $90 a share, and then it's like 182 now. It's just heading right for that $200 level, and then it could just keep going up and up. But it's gonna take time. It doesn't. Google isn't really straightforward running, but it's way a lot better than a lot of these other companies that have been around a lot longer than Google has, that are just kind of stagnant, that do nothing. At least it's good that what's happening right now. But we'll see what happens, and just kind of go from there. But I think it's a good one to hold, even DCA. But for me myself, I just did the lump sum with Google. But let's see what happens with Google. And I think it's great to see what they did with quantum computing today. And it's that Willow chip, and supposedly the prior chips that could only, what Google Willow chip does in 5 minutes, the other ones supposedly takes years to figure out. So that's all I know from reading a lot of articles and looking into Willow and Google, watching Google today. But it can do those quantum computing solve those problems so much quicker than the past chips could even do. So there's it's interesting to see about quantum computing and AI. Just the video's involvement in AI, but I haven't read much of it uh, as far as NVIDIA getting into quantum computing, but I'm sure they have some play in there. But yeah, that's my take on Google and their Willow chip and this AI jump. I mean, the quantum computing chip. It does have a little bit of AI in it as well, but it's the quantum computing breakthrough that that Google did, and how that's affecting their stock, along with Waymo, and then there's some YouTube referencing in there with TikTok that's going on. But it's just a big day for quantum computing with the Willow chip. That's that's what's kind of jumping the stock up, and I think it's just, I think like I said, it's just like a Microsoft play, kind of a Google play. It's just kind of a steady upward, but not something that's gonna crush it. Like you're not gonna double your money in Google like within a few weeks or something like that, doing some trading. But it's just a long-term play. But if you like this video, hit like, subscribe. Not a financial advisor or anything like that. It's just my opinion. And just posting videos, getting back out there. But if you like this video, like, subscribe. And I'll definitely see you guys in the next one. And peace. See you later.